Alright, I'm at the Antique Collectibles Mall and I'm looking at my showcase, and again, I cannot immediately tell if I did sell anything. I don't see any big missing holes or gaps. I had took a bunch of stuff out of there last week because I was like, I can take this stuff to Columbus. You know, it wasn't anything special. It was like a lot of stuff that had been here way long. Space takers, not really worth a lot of money. This week I didn't really have a lot of time to organize for the showcase or get much stuff together. So I brought barely anything. In fact, one of the things I was going to put in the showcase last week, I'll show you sold, because I already took the stuff that I'm putting in the showcase. I put like 2 things, and one thing is a drop off for Chris. Marie didn't even feel like coming inside. As far as I can tell, I don't think I sold anything. Nothing noticeable, at least. I don't even think stuff has been moved around. All right. Anyway, let me just do this one shot. I'm putting this in. This has been shit. This has been sitting on my shelf for like, I don't know, ever. Actually, it was in the basement. I meant to take pictures and put it on eBay, but I'm working on other stuff. I just haven't got around to it. So anyway, this is a nice Costa Boda, and this is an Anna Erna. It's actually signed on the bottom, A. Erner. They call this like a spiral or a swirl design, and I couldn't get an exact price on this, so I just made it 60. But just by comparison, looking at other stuff, it's a nice piece. And Costa Boda glass, something like that should all be worth 60, and I'd get like 50 after I sold it. This, I don't know if Potosi fell in value in price, because I found one for $50 on this, and then when I looked again, the guy had it for like 30. So I don't know if this particular type of pottery has dropped in price, or just, you know, everything's slow, nobody's making any money, so people just like the old summer slowdown thing where they're just dropping prices. But this is a Raymore Potosi. It's not signed, but I just know what it is. Something like this is on the cover of their book. And sometimes they call this lava, but it's got a really cool geometric design. I only made it $25, and this was sitting on my shelf for a long time because I meant to take pictures of it and put it on for 50. But if it's only 30 to 40 online, 25, and it's not worth doing the work. Oh, and this I was going to put in my showcase last week for 120, but Chris wound up buying them. They're like this. They call it jade stone, and it's like a marble. And these are food dogs. I sold these for $100. I think if I put them online, I probably would have priced them at $200 to $300. They're really nice. And I found a similar pair, very much like mine, but they were larger. Like about, these are say like less, those are say 5.5 inches. I found some 8-inch ones. The guy put 500 on it, but that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, let me fit the things in. I'll take a couple more pictures for reference, so I can know what moved around and what sold, and then I'm pretty much out of here. I don't have a lot of time today. Alright, like I said, I don't think I sold anything this week of substantial size at least, so I just barely move things around. I shuffle things around, I fix some labels so you could see stuff. The only 2 new things I added this week, I just put on the top shelf. High up, plain sight, there's the Costa Boda, and there's the Potosi Raymore picture. And then I moved this to here. I don't know, I just moved stuff around a little bit. Like I said, I didn't have time to really go through anything. Like I moved this owl from the top down. I tried to move stuff so that you could see it better and read the labels better on a few things, just in case somebody couldn't read the label and see what a fantastic bargain or price I had on whatever I did have in here. Yeah, no changes. It's pretty much the same.
I'm just going to take a quick walk through and see if anything strikes my fancy. I don't have a lot of time today. Like I've said before, if you like toys, there are a lot of toys here. Let me see. I don't know how to do this where I'm just like, I don't have time to show one side and the other side. This is where I'm looking and something has to be so blatantly amazing that I am aware is such a good deal for me. They have more perfumes in here, but I don't know. I don't see anything, and I don't have time to really look hard today. They had Creed. I know it's not from the movie Apollo Creed, Rocky perfume. Alright. See that Joe Malone one? That's super easy to sell online. Their price is very fair and spot on. They should just stick it online. It would sell in a minute. These are nice. I like that kind of glass. That Murano, they call it Millefiori. That's interesting. That vase there. Dom Nancy, no wonder. $350 on that. It's a nice big case. I like small stuff. I don't have a van or a truck. Don't have time to look at jewelry. That's Marie's department anyway. She doesn't let me buy jewelry. Looks like loose cases. That's a nice looking paperweight back there. More jewelry. There's a lot of jewelry here. If you like jewelry, I mean look at that shelf loaded with like fine jewelry. You should just come here. Oh, that's cool. What's this? Super Mario 7-piece decorative kit. Now I know it's not old, but that's the kind of thing that like could sell at a flea market. Oh, boxed. Well, either a Nintendo, box Super Nintendo. I keep trying to put games in here, but they're not buying them. Get into the chopper now. Alright. It's so funny. There's like, it's so low in here that I don't even want to talk loud. I'm whispering into the microphone. Here's that game stuff. I don't believe they've added to anything. Let's see if they got some PS1 stuff. Super Bowl. I don't really have time to look at this carefully. Sometimes the greatest hits could be good games. I don't really see anything amazing here. Final Fantasy, that's not even that. The Legend of Dragoon's pretty good, but again, I don't have time to look. And then I don't know what they got PS1, PS2 consoles. I don't know what they got for the games, but they got like 150. $2.99. And then I think this is pretty much the same. Look at that cameo stuff there. It's really nice. And there's an enamel, blue enamel. Even this, I think I've had that pendant before. Oh no, those are ornaments. I got $39. That's not bad. It's like probably more than scrap, but if you can buy that stuff and sit on it, some of those ornaments go for good money. Oh, look at this. Keith something. Number 44. Nike's. Nike Air. Pops. I don't have time to go Pops. Wrestlers. Here's those military guys. Really nicely made. And I think prices on these were like $80, $100. I don't like when they don't let you see the prices. You know, why hide the prices? Why make the people get up from behind the counter and waste their time? I mean, this is how I feel when I go to estate sales and yard sales. There's so much stuff to look at, and lately I only want what I want. That's kind of a fun litho with a doggy. Little Italia bowl that had like 20 bucks on it. I just found a piece of glass that Rimahian, I think they pronounce it. Look at this. I don't know what they got on that. That's probably Czech glass. And then some, just again, more nice jewelry. Like, look at this. Isn't that awesome? Those pins. It's a big San Marano vase. $2,200. Something was here. It's not anymore. More pops. I guess, are these Marvel Legends or just Marvel Comics figures? I don't know what the price is on those. They don't say. Or it's not. I'd have to look, and I don't have time to look. This is, you know, there's an upstairs. I never have enough time to go upstairs and browse. Oh, that's pretty good. Cool if you like Star Wars stuff. Look at that. $150. That's probably not a bad deal. This for $25 seems underpriced. I'd have to look at it more carefully, and I just don't have the time. Military patches, comic books, and money. Die-cast cars. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go really quick. She's gonna get mad at me. I'm taking too much time. I'm talking about Marie. Yeah, I know I haven't shown this place for a long time. There's a Rookwood. Wow, $7,500. I don't have a clue. I know it's good, but I don't know if it's $7,500. But here's a nice tray with some jewelry. Check out that what they did with that what do you call it? It's a fossil. They made it into that man's hair. Some art. Nothing that speaks to me. There's that headdress. Those Beatles figures. What's this? Any Lego mosaic, 20 bucks. That's pretty cool. I wonder what they're made out of. I guess they're made out of Lego. Oh, well, yeah, it says Lego. There's another one. So somebody's making Lego mosaics and pops. That was a good idea. More Hummels, if you like Hummels. Seashells. Wow, they got a lot of Ninja Turtles. 15 bucks a pop. Sealed new. Look at this. Oh man, I wish I could see the price tag on that. Oh, there it is. $7.75. I'd love to find something like that at a yard sale. How much? 20 bucks. I'll take it. Looks like sterling and bronzes and ceramics. Kind of an Asian case. $7.50 they got on those. I don't know if I could get $7.50 without putting it online. Yeah, you're probably like seeing so much stuff that I'm not seeing. I just don't have the time to look hard. That's my problem. I'm going to go to Columbus tomorrow, or that's the plan. AJ's talking about going to Collingswood. I'm like, I'm going to have to break it to him like, no, it's not worth my trouble. This is pretty cool. That torso and legs. I don't know if they're bookends or, I mean, there's some kind of something. It's a nice random case. Just general stuff. More ceramics. Check out that bronze down there. 1800. That's probably pretty reasonable. Here's copper and brass, it looks like. Budman. There's a nice old pottery piece bowl.
This is probably, I kind of know who this should be. Royal Dalton. Yeah, okay. I got some military and some lady stuff. I actually want to put purses in here. And Marie's like, no. And I'm like, why not? She doesn't want to do jewelry either. She's like, there's already enough jewelry in here. This is cool. Just fun pop stuff. Sports collectibles. Star Wars and Masters of the Universe. AJ, I bet you wish you had that big dragon, dude. $260. What do you think they give you for that at Columbus? Well, drop the 2, maybe 60. Or drop the 2 and a 0, maybe 6. Now, actually, they're not horrible at Columbus. They're pretty damn bad sometimes. I went there last week, and I made like I don't even know. I went there 2 weeks ago, and I made like, look at this, Galactus. Cool. And I only made like $50. So I went home with less money. That's going to be an experiment I'm doing tomorrow with Columbus. Am I going to go to Columbus and make money? Or am I going to go to Columbus and come home with less money? I'm not even taking a lot of money. Because I'm not really going to Columbus to shop. I can shop anywhere. It doesn't, it's like I'll walk around, but I'm not hardcore shopping. It's got to jump at me. I just don't have the time to dig. That's pretty cool. It's like I have piles of stuff I need to get to as it is. There's just like probably thousands of dollars worth of jewelry right here. Maybe 5,000. Reasonable prices. But again, we're always pressed for time. There's a nice cuff. Amber. I would rather, everybody knows to buy Indian Zuni jewelry now. I went to Columbus last week and this lady had this nice piece. And I'm like, how much? And she goes, I think it's $250. And then we look at the piece and it turns out it was like, wound up being like, hello.
Hi.
I wound up being like $350. So I'm like, ugh. I don't think there's any room on that for me to do anything. A lot of pretty glass in here. I recognize pieces like these. I don't know. They don't sell the way they used to. I wouldn't pay more than like $5 to $10 for like that big orange one now. It's too big. It doesn't sell for that much. It takes up a lot of space. This is really nice. Look at that. That's one thing Marie's learning about jewelry, is it doesn't always have to be signed. As long as it's nice and stunning. Like, look at that bracelet there. This camera isn't doing justice. Look at this. I guess that's a belt buckle. Is that nice or what? Pretty much everything in this case. I know who owns that case, and her stuff is nice. Alright, this is the last case, last row that I'm going to look. Maybe sometime I'll do upstairs again. I just haven't had the time. This is precious and semi-precious stones in this case. Just rando stuff. They even put stuff on the top shelves here, but it's mostly toys. Nothing fragile. More stones. More precious and semi-precious stones. Marvel stuff. DC and Marvel toys. Pops. This whole row may be mostly toys. Here's Star Wars. Larger figures. Sports. For the sports collectors. Signed stuff. There's a guy upstairs. Who if he's still here, again, I haven't gone upstairs yet. He has a lot of sports stuff. Just photos, signed photos, other collectibles. So if you do like that stuff. Donald Trump something or other. I've shown these before. That's funny. I wonder if they're buying them. They probably sell it at a flea market much easier than here. A lot of this stuff, it's too high-end or too fragile for flea markets. It's like flea markets, your price range is mostly $1 to $20. Because almost everybody has like $20 on them. Once you start going, unless it's a specialty show, once you start going more than like $20,
then it's really if you're going to make a sale. Anyway, that was a quick tour of the floor. I'll do the upstairs part another time. I basically have to get out of here.